Welcome viewers, you're now watching Hornbill TV's Prime Time. First the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a bilateral meeting with the acting president and military chief of Myanmar, Senior General Min Aung Hlaing on Sunday. Kazuya Nakajo, executive advisor of the Japan External Trade Organization, speaking on the sidelines of Prime Minister Modi's ongoing visit to Japan, noted that around 150 memorandums of understanding have been signed. Police have arrested 2 terrorists with weapons in Jammu and Kashmir's border district of Poonch, officials said on Sunday. The Bihar Chief Electoral Officer on Sunday issued a strong rebuttal to media reports alleging large-scale duplication of voters in Bihar's draft rolls, terming the claim speculative, premature and contrary to the legal framework governing electoral rules management. Those were the top headlines, and now for the news in details. Police have arrested 2 terrorists with weapons in Jammu and Kashmir's border district of Poonch, officials said on Sunday. According to the reports, the arrested individuals were identified as Tariq Sheikh of Azambad and Riaz Ahmed of Chamber village. Officials said Sheikh was apprehended along with Ahmed at his residence in Azambad. Following interrogation, a police team raided Sheikh's rented accommodation at Jalian village, where 2 assault rifles and ammunition were recovered. The arrest marks a significant breakthrough in security operations in the region, which continues to see increased vigilance against cross-border terrorism. Further investigations are underway according to updates. The Bihar Chief Electoral Officer CEO on Sunday issued a strong rebuttal to media reports alleging large-scale duplication of voters in Bihar's draft rolls. SIR 2025, terming the claim speculative, premature and contrary to the legal framework governing electoral rules management. In a post on X, the Bihar CEO underlined that the SIR is a statutory exercise carried out under the Representation of the People Act 1950 and the Registration of Electors Rules 1960. He also emphasized that the current draft rules are not final. Bihar CEO added that all demographically similar entries flagged at the draft stage, which are subject to field verification and can be challenged by stakeholders during the ongoing claims and objection period. Nevertheless, if demographically similar entries are found, they are being identified and removed during the claims and objections period. In such cases, all stakeholders can inform the electoral registration officer, file their objection, and necessary action can be taken. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a bilateral meeting with the acting president and military chief of Myanmar, Senior General Min Aung Hlaing, on Sunday. The 2 leaders held discussions as they met ahead of the SCO summit scheduled to begin later today. The 2 leaders had last met this April on the sidelines of the BIMSTEC summit in Bangkok. Myanmar's military government has announced that long-promised elections will begin on December 28, the first poll in the war-torn country in nearly 5 years. A 2021 coup unseated an elected civilian government led by Nobel laureate Aung San Suu Kyi. Meanwhile, during his bilateral meeting with Chinese President in Tianjin on the sidelines of the SCO summit, Prime Minister Modi underlined the importance of peace and tranquility on the border areas for continued development of bilateral relations. The 2 leaders noted with satisfaction the successful disengagement last year and the maintenance of peace and tranquility along the border areas since then, the MAA said in a statement. Kazuya Nakajo, executive advisor at the Japan External Trade Organization, also called JETRO, highlighted India's growing role in advanced technology collaborations, stressing that the potential to strengthen the semiconductor industry in the country. Speaking on the sidelines of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's ongoing visit to Japan, Nakajo noted that around 150 memorandums of understandings have been signed this time, compared to about 60 during Modi's 2019 visit, which largely focused on manufacturing and digital sectors.
As I said, 50% of semiconductor materials and 1/3 of the machinery, global machinery, was supplied by Japan. So Japan is a key country to create a kind of supply chain and semiconductor industry itself. So we've been contributing US, we've been contributing to China, we've been contributing to Taiwan and Korea. So we can do more to India for creating a semiconductor industry, new industry in that arena.
As we know that there were many announcements were done by both Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well as Japanese Prime Minister in terms of business relationship between both the countries. So if you just can elaborate that one of the MOUs that was signed between the two countries regarding cooperation on joint crediting mechanism.
Creating mechanism, okay. This actually there were almost 150 MOUs, and we kind of showcased around 60 MOUs in the last visit of PM Modi and the public reaching program, which was in 2018, and so it was 60, and that was mostly centered by the manufacturing and the digital. But this time, a lot of, the more diversified business sector can be seen. For example, there are some in semiconductors, there are some in AIs, there are some in academic collaboration in quantum, and there are some in space field. So I can see more kind of matured collaboration, the more high-tech collaboration, more academia collaboration can be seen in these two nations. So which is reflecting the world new trend to create a strong supply chain in these advanced technology area, and which should be the engine for further economic development for both countries, especially.
2 people were killed while 5 others sustained injuries in an explosion that took place at a firecracker factory in Lucknow on Sunday. The blast affected a house in the same compound, leaving the house owner alarmed and his wife Munni dead, and 5 others injured. Bomb Detection and Disposal Squad BDDS in charge Hanuman Prasad said that the high intensity of blast was due to the large quantity of explosives being produced in the factory. District Magistrate Vishak G stated that the police team, the emergency response and the state disaster response force team arrived at the spot upon reaching the information.
थाना क्षेत्र के अंतर्गत एक जो ब्लास्ट की सूचना के आधार पर पुलिस की टीम और जो इमरजेंसी रिस्पांस और एसडीआरएफ की जो टीम है मौके पे आ गई थी, और मौके पर 2 लोगों की मृत्यु की पुष्टि है और 5 लोग टोटल घायल हुए थे, जिनमें से 3 लोगों को प्राथमिक उपचार के बाद उनकी स्थिति ठीक है, और जो 2 लोग जिनकी हालत थोड़ा सा गंभीर है वो केजीएमयू के लिए रेफर किया गया है। ब्लास्ट के कारण क्या है या उससे रिलेटेड जो अन्य जो बिंदु है उसकी जांच के लिए पुलिस के भी और फायर सर्विस डिपार्टमेंट की भी टीम मौके पर है। जैसे उसके संबंध में जो जानकारी प्राप्त होगी उसके संबंध में शेयर कर लिया।
अभी कितने मकान यहाँ पे जमींदोज हुए उस ब्लास्ट में?
जो जहाँ पे जो मेन जो बिल्डिंग है, जहाँ पे जो ब्लास्ट हुई है वो पूरी तरह से ध्वस्त हो चुकी है, जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं। और बाकी जो अगल बगल में भी जो 2-3 बिल्डिंग्स हैं उसमें भी जो ब्लास्ट के जो प्रभाव है उसकी वजह से डैमेजेस हुए हैं।
टीम भी बुलाई गई है यहाँ पर?
हाँ, सारी टीम्स हैं जो इमरजेंसी रेस्पॉन्स के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से SDRF हैं, फायर सर्विस की टीम है और जो BBS की टीम है, वो सारे लोग मौके पर।
We'll now take a short break. Stay tuned.
आधी आबादी को पूरा अधिकार देने के अभियान में साथी और सहयोगी की भूमिका में है डबल इंजन सरकार। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के मार्गदर्शन एवं मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ के प्रयासों ने उत्तर प्रदेश की नारी का किरदार कैसे बदला, इसका दर्पण है मिशन उन्नति। इसके अंतर्गत एक सूचकांक विकसित किया गया है जिससे सरकारी प्रयासों से हो रहे महिला सशक्तिकरण को मापा जा सकता है। महिला आर्थिक सशक्तिकरण सूचकांक WEE इंडेक्स के अनुसार उत्तर प्रदेश ने पिछले 8 वर्षों में महिला श्रम बल में हर वर्ष वृद्धि दर्ज की। 2017 के बाद हुए इस बदलाव का आधार बनी चुस्त दुरुस्त कानून व्यवस्था एवं मिशन शक्ति का विजन, जिसने महिलाओं को सुरक्षित बनाया, स्वावलंबन का मार्ग भी प्रशस्त किया। व्यवसाय, तकनीक एवं अन्य क्षेत्रों में महिलाओं के कौशल विकास और प्रशिक्षण से सरकारी नौकरियों में महिलाओं की संख्या में लगातार वृद्धि हुई। विभिन्न सरकारी योजनाओं और कार्यक्रमों ने स्वयं सहायता समूहों, आसान ऋण एवं उद्यमिता को प्रोत्साहन देकर आत्मनिर्भरता के नए द्वार खोले। काम दमदार, डबल इंजन सरकार।
What is HIV? HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus. The virus is present in certain body fluids and can be spread from person to person.
During his bilateral meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chinese President Xi Jinping highlighted the importance of cooperation between the two nations. Xi described China and India as two ancient Eastern civilizations, the world's most populous countries and key members of the global South. He said both nations share the historic responsibility of improving the well-being of their people, strengthening solidarity among developing countries and contributing to human progress. The Chinese president stressed that it is the right choice for both sides to be good neighbors, partners in mutual success, and to have what he termed the dragon and the elephant come together. On arrival at Bihar International Airport on Saturday, Prime Minister Modi received a warm welcome with artists performing a traditional dance. He will also meet Russian President Vladimir Putin during the course of the summit. The SCO summit, taking place from August 31st to September 1, is seen as crucial for India, particularly after the United States imposed 50% tariffs, including a 25% tariff on New Delhi for buying Russian crude oil. The summit will also be attended by President Putin and host leader Xi Jinping. This marks Prime Minister Modi's first visit to China since the Galwan Valley clashes in 2020. Recently, India and China have taken steps to ease relations, including the resumption of trade through border passes in Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and Sikkim. Agreements were also reached on restoring direct flight connectivity, finalizing an updated air services agreement, and facilitating visas for visitors. Both nations further agreed to strengthen multilateralism, uphold a rules-based global trading system, and promote a multipolar world supportive of developing countries.
Mr. Prime Minister, it's a great pleasure for me to meet you again, this time in Tianjin. Welcome to come to China for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Tianjin Summit. Last year, you and I had a successful meeting in Bihar, and the China-India relationship had reset and started anew. The two sides have illicitly implemented the important consensus we have agreed, and the bilateral exchanges and cooperation have since made new progress.
当前，世界百年变局加速演进，国际形势变乱交织。中国和印度是两大东方文明组合，是世界上人口最多的两个国家，也是全球南方重要成员，肩负着造福我国人民、促进发展中国家团结振兴、推动人类社会进步的重要责任。做睦邻友好的朋友，相互成就的伙伴，实现龙象共舞，应当是中印双方的正确选择。
The world today is swept by once-in-a-century transformations. The international situation is both fluid and chaotic. China and India are two ancient civilizations in the East. We're the world's two most populous countries, and we are also important members of the global South. We both shoulder the historical responsibility of improving the well-being of our two peoples, promoting the solidarity and rejuvenation of developing countries, and propelling the progress of human society. It is the right choice for both sides to be friends who have good neighborly and amicable ties, partners who enable each other's success, and to have the dragon and the elephant dance together.
今年
In Ukraine, lawmaker Andriy Perubi was fatally shot in what authorities described as a carefully planned attack in the western city of Lviv on Saturday. Police confirmed that Perubi was struck multiple times with a short-barreled firearm. The assailant who fled the scene remains unidentified but is believed to have been thoroughly prepared for the targeted killing. Perubi, a sitting member of parliament and former speaker of the Verkhovna Rada, died before emergency services could arrive, according to Lviv Region Military Administration Chief Maxim Kozetsky. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned the killing, calling it a horrendous murder and stressing that the act was deliberate and premeditated. He stated that all necessary forces are engaged in the investigation and search for the attacker. European Parliament President Roberta Metsola expressed shock at the murder, extending condolences to Perubi's family and the Ukrainian people. Former Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko also reacted strongly, describing the perpetrators as monsters targeting Ukraine's patriots' fate and identity. Perubi, a 54-year-old, had been a prominent figure in Ukrainian politics since the early 1990s. He played a crucial role in the 2004 Orange Revolution and the 2013-14 Maidan protests, later serving as Secretary of the National Security and Defense Council in 2014. He was also known for championing national identity policies, including the 2019 language law mandating Ukrainian as the official language in public domains. More than 200 people have been rescued so far as rescue operations are underway in the aftermath of heavy flooding in Jammu's division Katwa district. On Saturday, Superintendent of Police SSP Saxena told media that DGP Nalin Prabhat has done a detailed inspection of border arrangements. He was their first senior officer to visit after the floods. They had a detailed meeting with CAPF district officers, SSP Traffic and SSP Pathankot for flood relief, the rescue and repair works in Katwa. Rescue operations are underway according to latest updates.
सर डीआईजी सर और का दौरा यहाँ पे है, तो हम लोग आज जो है वो पूरी जो बॉर्डर एरियाज़ हैं उनका डीजी सर ने इंस्पेक्शन किया। तो फ्लड के बाद जो है पहले सीनियर ऑफिसर जो हमारी तरफ से आए हैं, डीजी साहब, उन्होंने वहाँ पे डिटेल्ड मुआयना किया बॉर्डर अरेंजमेंट्स का। उस अरेंजमेंट्स के बाद हम लोग अब सारकट पे आए ये देखने के लिए कि यहाँ पे ट्रैफिक अरेंजमेंट और रिपेयर वर्क की क्या पोजीशन है। अगला हम लोग यहाँ से लखनपुर माधोपुर की तरफ जाएंगे, जहाँ पे भी अर्जेंट वर्क्स की रिक्वायरमेंट है, ट्रैफिक मैनेजमेंट, और उसके बाद एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफिसर्स के साथ यहाँ मीटिंग रखी है, जिसमें सभी CAPF, तमाम DC ऑफिसर, ऑफिस से लोग और अपने SSP ट्रैफिक, SSP पठानकोट, ये सब लोग आएंगे। तो आज की जो है एक डिटेल्ड कंप्लीट मीटिंग है कठुआ में फ्लड रिलीफ, रेस्क्यू और रिपेयर वर्क्स।
कमिश्नर पुलिस किस तरह डटी हुई है? पूरा रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन में पूरा हिदायतें भी जारी की गई हैं।
कंटिन्यूअसली हम लोग रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन में लगे हुए हैं। कल शाम हम लोगों ने 75 लोगों को और रेस्क्यू किया, जिसमें 26 लोग नीचे भाग नाले में थे, 50 लोग ऊपर बिलावर में थे और 3 लोग लुडेरा ब्रिज के पास थे। हम ये इससे जो हमारी संख्या है रेस्क्यूड लोगों की वो 200 के ऊपर चली गई है। काफ़ी सारे लोगों को प्रिवेंटिवली हमने मूव आउट करके सेफ जगहों पे रखा है, तो ये रेस्क्यू के काम चल रहे हैं। यही काम का आज हम लोग डिटेल्ड जो है सर को डिस्क्रिप्शन देंगे।
थैंक यू।
We'll now take another short break. Stay tuned.
মহাবাহু ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰ
বুঢ়ালুইতৰ বৰপুত্ৰ তেওঁ, বৰেণ্য অসমীয়া,
মই লুইত
জাতিক সমৃদ্ধ কৰা তেওঁৰ সৃষ্টি চিৰযুগমীয়া, প্ৰতিটো প্ৰজন্মৰ প্ৰেৰণা তেওঁ।
তোমাৰ উষা কুমা কোমল বিমূৰ তমূৰ নিশাতি যেন মৌনতাৰ।
বিশ্বত অসমৰ ঠিকনা তেওঁ, সৃষ্টি তেওঁ, কৃষ্টি তেওঁ, মানৱ প্ৰেমৰ অনিৰ্বাপিত বন্তি তেওঁ। উত্তৰণৰ আশা দিলে, সংস্কৃতিক ভাষা দিলে, সুৰ সংগীতেৰে জাতিক দিলে মান।
বিহুৰেনো বিৰিণা ও আইতা কে ৰুমনি ধুৰীয়া তাতে সমনীয়া ও আইতা।
ভাৰত ৰত্ন তেওঁ, অগ্ৰগামী বিশ্ব নাগৰিক, সুধা কণ্ঠ তেওঁ, অসমীয়াৰ বুকুৱেদি বোৱা আৱেগৰ ফলগুধাৰা।
বজালি যে পেম্পাতি, বজালি যে পেম্পাতি।
গংগা পদ্মা মিচিচিপিৰে মহা মহাসাগৰলৈ বোৱাই নিলে স্বদেশ স্বজাতিৰ অভিমান। অনাদিকাললৈ বিয়পি থাকক সুধা কণ্ঠৰ সুবাস। ভূপেন্দাৰ সৃষ্টি সংস্কৃতি সংৰক্ষণ, কল্যাণকামী অসম চৰকাৰৰ অভিলাষীপন।
আমি বছৰজোৰা কাৰ্যসূচীৰে ৰাজ্য চৰকাৰে ডক্টৰ ভূপেন হাজৰিকাৰ শতবাৰ্ষিকী পালন কৰিবলৈ সিদ্ধান্ত গ্ৰহণ কৰিছে।
বছৰজোৰা জন্ম শতবৰ্ষ উদযাপনৰ অংশ হিচাপে অহা 13 ছেপ্টেম্বৰত মাননীয় প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী শ্ৰী নৰেন্দ্ৰ মোদী ডাঙৰীয়াৰ উপস্থিতিত গুৱাহাটীত আড়ম্বৰপূৰ্ণ অনুষ্ঠান। হে জাতিৰ স্পন্দন, আপোনাক অযুত বন্দন।
মহাবাহু ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰ
বুঢ়ালুইতৰ বৰপুত্ৰ তেওঁ, বৰেণ্য অসমীয়া,
মই লুইত
জাতিক সমৃদ্ধ কৰা তেওঁৰ সৃষ্টি।
Acting on credible intelligence, Assam Rifles carried out a search operation in the general area of Saikumpai village in Champai district, Mizoram. The troops cordoned off a suspected house and during the operation recovered 1 12-bore rifle, 1 pistol, ammunition and explosives. The house owner was also apprehended, and following the initial recovery, the team extended its search to the adjoining forest near the house. There, Assam Rifle unearthed a hidden cache containing a large stockpile of weapons, ammunitions, explosives and warlike stores. The seized cache included 1 Heckler and Cook G3 assault rifle, 2 Springfield sniper rifles, 2 shotguns, 1 MA assault rifle and 2 hand grenades. Ammunition recovered comprised 75 live sniper rounds, 92 live 303 tracer rounds, 30 live 7.62 mm rounds, 8 live 12-bore rounds, 2 fired 12-bore cases, 91 live 5.56 mm rounds and 1 live along with 1 fired 9 mm round. Explosives recovered included 3 drums of Cordex, materials for improvised explosive devices, 1 cylindrical packet of explosives and 7 packets of PEK. Warlike stores consisted of 2 scopes, 1 bulletproof plate, 3 bulletproof jackets and 1 belt. Officials confirmed that the recovery of the sizable cash has prevented a potential law and order situation in the region. The apprehended individuals along with the seized items has been handed over to the police department in Lucknow for further investigation. That's all for now. Thank you for watching Hornbill TV.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, you.
And we all need a little more clarity under the details.
About life, people and events that truly matter.
Because sometimes news is more than mere information.
From credible news organizations, credible news, and from credible and award-winning journalists.
Because proper news can not only inform our lives but also change the way we look at it.
In-depth and straight to the point because the truth deserves clarity.
We pursue events that are not only important to you but also useful for our life's perspective.
We are Hornbill TV.